We've got great news as the world's smallest and cutest whale, the vaquita, may not actually be doomed for extinction even though there are only around 10 left. The vaquita is one of the most endangered animals on the planet. The first solid census was done in 1997. They found around 567. By 2016, the census had reported 30, and by 2021, it was down to 10. Normally, that spells out a doomsday scenario for a species. It's hard to recover from that size of a population due to the inbreeding that would be required, even if protections were put in place to save the animal. The paper found that the vaquita didn't seem to be experiencing those bad side effects like we would have expected, and that starts to make sense when you think about island evolution. Now, this isn't the same thing as island evolution, but with islands, when large mammals get there, they tend to evolve smaller body sizes over time because of the resources. Look at where the vaquita lives. Clear up here. So this ancestor of the animal was a larger porpoise. As they navigated up into the Sea of Cortez and became isolated, they began adapting to warmer waters, their body size got smaller, and much like animals living on small islands today, they evolved and adapted to withstand that small population size. These models show how quickly they could recover if we were able to give them the help they need, and that's where the even better news comes in. Part of the problem with helping vaquitas has always been finding them so that you can study them. In fact, they were first described by scientists in 1958, and that initial description was based on some skulls that had been collected from the beach. It wasn't until 1987 that an actual description of the animal's appearance when it is living was published. So now not only is there genetic evidence that this species isn't actually doomed, there is actually more funding than ever being injected into saving this species. The Colossal Foundation has jumped in. They are funding conservation groups that are working to help the vaquita, and they are also working to modify their existing bioacoustic technology. This is technology they've already been using to monitor gray wolf populations in Yellowstone in an attempt to find missing species like the tooth-billed pigeon, but now they're working to modify it so that it could be used underwater and allow these groups to monitor the vaquita, learn about the vaquita, and potentially even gather genetic information of the vaquita like never before. To learn more about some of the other modern animals that Colossal is trying to help, go check out my playlist on de-extinction and the de-extinction efforts, and then go follow Colossal's socials so you can learn more as they announce it.